know if it's the storm coming or what, but it literally was starting to rain. I could feel the drizzle. Y'all, I didn't feel like working out today, but we have worked out a little bit, which kind of sucks because I didn't want to. I'm not trying to lose a bunch of weight. I'm trying to gain muscle, so hot. Battery pack. We'll go ahead and give this a rest. I don't even know how to work this thing yet. Hold for 3 seconds to end. Looks like it's saving my... It didn't even tell me the distance. It literally says workout duration 3 hours and 15 minutes. Average speed 0. Duration 0. Max heart rate 183. Average heart rate 105. I did 51 minutes of intensive. I don't know how to work this thing. Anyways, it was a $40, $50 watch from Target to keep up with my distance. I need it for work. Hey, Miss GT. Oh, God. I hope my service works now. I don't know what's going on with the damn thing. Never do. Oh, I hear rain. I didn't know you can tag brands. How do you do that? Do you just hashtag the brand? Do you do hashtag the brand? Hey, Brandy, hope you're having a great day. Someone said that I should tag brands when I'm doing my cycles, that like 44 miles, that I should tag brands. I wonder if I just do like hashtag, if I do just like hashtag New Balance, hashtag, whatever. Hello. Yeah, I wonder if I just do like hashtag New Balance or hashtag like Nike or... I don't like Nike products. They're trash. It's one of my least favorite brands. New Balance is at the top of the list. Who else? Under Armour, top of the list. Tried and true, good quality. They will last for years. Nike is made to break within 6 months so that you have to go buy a new pair of shorts. It's really pathetic how people do not know this. I mean, they just keep buying the same trash. And I get stuck with trash because society don't know no better. Yeah, Nike, it just falls apart. I don't understand. Under Armour, New Balance, those are my two favorites. Everything else I would not support. Stuff like Gymshark, absolutely not. I would never wear that. I would never support that brand because it's not feasible. It's not reasonable. And my followers, most of my followers, would never be able to afford things like that. So why would I want to advertise for something that is unobtainable to the average person? Do you see what I'm saying? It's completely unattainable. Who can spend $150 for leggings? I can't. Some of y'all might be able to do that, but I can't. And if you're on a weight loss journey, it's not even feasible to buy $150 leggings anyways, because you're going to be losing weight. And so it's actually more reasonable to buy stuff from Goodwill. This is probably why I have no brand deals, because see, I'm already talking you out of certain brands. I don't want to support degeneracy. It's as simple as that. Half of the modern world is ran off of degeneracy, and that includes sales. What is on the shelf for us to buy? I like New Balance too. I know, I like these shoes. They're so comfortable. I glued them back together and they're working just perfect. I think it's because they're from 2014. They're great. They're great. I think they'll last 2 months before I need another pair. Part of being, like homeless is that you go through shoes a lot. So I think they'll last me another 2 months before I'll need another pair. I'm already wearing through the bottom of them. See? Already wearing through the bottom. Yeah, I don't want to support companies like Lululemon and damn Gymshark, It's not feasible. The average American cannot afford stuff like that, and so I'm not going to promote that type of degenerate. And not only is that irresponsible, but it's degenerate. You got to be Riley retarded to spend $150 on a pair of leggings that's going to be destroyed within 6 months. And they call me stupid. Even when I had money, the only thing that I ever spent mass bukus of money on was blue jeans. I would buy my Rock Revivals. I'd buy my Miss Me's. Still will. But I'm not spending $150 on some damn panties. Because that's what it is. Them leggings that they got, they don't even cover. Your whole ass is hanging out. So not only are you mildly retarded for damn buying them leggings, but now you're promoting the over-sexualization of a community of people. It's crazy. It's crazy. And, yeah, it's wild that people be out here trying to over-sexualize me and victim blame because I'm in workout equipment, but yet I don't let my ass hang out. Y'all don't see me, being overtly sexual, ever. Never. So, Goodwill, Goodwill, Goodwill. Always Goodwill. I will shop at Goodwill till I die. Y'all, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm being lazy. Absolutely being lazy. I need to get rid of this and put this one down here. That ain't even gonna stay in there. Damn it. I gotta rinse this bottle out and fill it back up with water. Yeah, I could never ask somebody to spend that kind of money on some leggings. And that's gonna taste like coffee. Oh well. I guess I'm just having... Y'all see these bees flying around me? I should have been a beekeeper. Let me throw this away. Wow, this is going to be an embarrassment for that family. Oh, God. I can't wait. I kind of hate I have to wait a month. What a bunch of fucking idiots. Let's see here. This shit's not working. Hello. Yeah, me too. Thrift store. I got this from Target this morning. We'll see how long it lasts. I go through workout clothes pretty rough. They usually last me about 3 to 6 months because I'm washing them every day or every other day. When you're like literally homeless, your clothes, you wear them every day. You're in the same outfit, even if you just got 2 or 3. And you're changing clothes 2 or 3 times a day because of the humidity, the weather. It might rain, you might be sweaty, your shirt stinks if it gets completely soaked. So the 2 or 3 outfits that you might have, you go through them rather quickly because you're washing them almost every day because you wear them every day. And so they get destroyed easily. So we'll see how long this outfit lasts. I wanted to do some relaxing today. I need to eat. I don't know what I want though. Those eggs were good. I guess I could go back down there and get something. I don't know. Try a salad. I'm not really in the mood for a salad. I would need to cool down for a salad. Amanda Knox is a prime example of somebody who's been in my shoes. The media, the court system, everybody tried to destroy her because she was a young, beautiful girl and she had her life ahead of her. Not only that, she actually was, from a middle-class family. She was in Italy for college. She had a flatmate, Meredith, and she was killed. And the Italian authorities had no idea what they were doing. They were not used to high-profile murder cases, and so they prosecuted Amanda Knox and her boyfriend at the time, who had done nothing to do with this murder. They did not even fit the MO or the profile of someone that would commit this type of crime. But it's funny because she just popped up. Apparently she did a sit-down special with ABC, and that was perfect timing. They tried to destroy her. Look at that case and look at my life. And look at these people out here being fucking insane. Same shit. Different day. It's just over and over and over. People are insane. I really don't care. I'll turn it into content. So thank you to my haters for being my motivators and making me a paycheck. All you're doing is showing the world that I am not the problem, even though I have a big mouth and used to like to fight. Maybe one day when I finally have the world's attention and have people on my side, maybe I won't feel the need to be so defensive. It's kind of sad that I've had to become my own protector because so many times this has happened. It's a miracle I'm not certifiably insane. And I think I might be a little bit. I mean, I don't want nothing wrong, though. Everything I want is normal. The way that I want the world to be is normal. It's not nothing, Leftists have more problems than I do, honey, by far. Look what they did to children, for God's sakes. I don't know how these things work. I was going to try to take this out of here, but I honestly think that I need a different knife than what I have. I don't necessarily need them right now. I guess I'll leave it in the package. I don't know how they work. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Happy Thursday. I'm telling you. They really are. You ain't lying. We all out here struggling. I guess in different ways. I struggle more internally. Yeah, these people clearly struggle externally and they make problems in their lives, A lot of people do that. A lot of people create problems. They ain't got nothing better to do. I mean, look at what I'm going through on a daily. Bother no one, but constantly I'm pestered by some losers out here that have nothing better to do. It's pathetic. It's really sad. I feel bad for people. I pray for them. Where's my vape? Sitting on it. Thank you. Yeah, it is a happy Thursday. It's a good Thursday. Gonna have a good weekend. I don't know what we're gonna do, but something fun. I got stuff to do anyways, like stuff for the channel that I have to do, but I don't know what we're gonna do. I ain't really been getting service, so it's made it difficult. And then I've been training at night too because of all the stalkers. And y'all saw that didn't help. That Subaru still showed up the other night. And I'm so glad that I called the cops. I'm so glad. You know what might happen? I might file these charges and that charge get dismissed because there hasn't been a clear line of communication as to what's going on in this case. And so this warrant was taken out like in the middle of the night, okay? Lies were told to obtain it for cyber stalking. And let's see here. Let's see if there's time on it. Of course not. Of course not. No time. Oh, that's why they couldn't serve it. It has an old address that I no longer live at. I was like, why didn't they just come? Because it's got an old address. They couldn't find me. I don't see... Oh. No. I don't see a court time. Doesn't have any other information. At least my mugshot was cute. Look how adorable I was. I had black hair back then. I look like Snow White, don't I? Oh, a lanyard. Yeah. Imagine having nothing better to do. I know, ain't that crazy? I don't know if I've ever even seen that mugshot. God, I look so young. It's crazy. I was definitely on drugs. I think that's when I violated probation back in 2009. It would have been like 2010 or 11. I violated probation and they sent to prison for a few years. It was for those felony charges for the fight that I got in. Yeah. And they activated my sentence. Well, I'll keep that for future content. Yeah, what might happen is I might go down to the magistrate to file this, and what might happen is they might actually start communicating, like, and then drop this charge because they've already got police reports of him stalking me, so they know that this is a lie. It's just crazy. I was a baby. I was real young. I was a child in that picture. That's the face of a child. Sure was. My brain wasn't even fully developed yet, nor my femur, or my frontal lobe, or my hippocampus, or my damn abigaba, or whatever all that stuff is. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Do you hear me? I was still a child. It's really sad. But this is why I talk about these things. To gear people in the right direction. Not everybody that wants to help you really wants to help you. Sometimes that help will lead you down the worst, most dangerous, damaging path of your fucking life. You got to be very careful who you trust out here. Very, very careful. I swear to God, it's about to rain. Hello, Enrique. Is that who said that? Hey, Tanya. Yeah, people suck. And more often than not, they put you in a bad situation to keep you trapped in a bad situation. You know? Let's see what the weather is, y'all. Y'all, I think they're looking at that couple now, finally. 62% humidity. It says it's like a 30% chance at 5 o'clock now. Let's see. I know, right? Thank you. Hey, Frankie. Everybody wants to see you fail. Misery loves company. That's just how it is. Even if they smile in their face and say, smile in your face and say, oh, half the time they still want to see you fail because they're miserable. It's just the way that it is. That's why I stay away from people. I don't even know these people and look what they're trying to do. I'm telling you, just give it time and you'll see everything I say is true, and then you'll understand why I operate the way I do. Okay? Damn, is that a new t-shirt slogan? Stick around and you'll start to understand, damn, why I do the things I do and what, damn. That was a t-shirt slogan. I'll have to roll it back. Speaking of which, I need to go down there to that t-shirt shop and see if they can do, what kind of printing they can do, and see if I can get some t-shirts made for the channel. I want to do things the right way. Where is this family? What was that woman's name, y'all? The one that damn done killed her youngin'? And they can't find him, and the damn stepdaddy or the daddy he had done harmed a baby. Let me tell you, he didn't just harm that child. He left that child permanently disfigured. This baby girl allegedly is like paralyzed and unable to communicate now. So y'all know the missing child. Shit, I can't find the case. What was the name? Hey, thank you, Big C. No, this is recent. This is the baby that just went missing. The 7-month-old. The mother had a black eye, said she was hit upside the head because she believes in movies. She said she was incapacitated and that her baby was stolen. And investigators said that she had inconsistencies in her story. And sure enough, it looks like... Oh, and I got to talk about that Florida crash, too, because I told y'all. I told you. Who's the mother of the missing 7-month-old baby? Emmanuel Haro is the child's name, and it looks like the parents have become the target of the investigation, as I told you guys from the start that this would happen, that it was the parents. I literally didn't even get through 2 sentences of the original article at the beginning of the week before I said it was the parents. The parents of the 7-month-old boy who claimed the child was kidnapped last week are now reportedly the focus of the missing persons investigation. Rebecca Haro initially claimed that her little boy Emmanuel was kidnapped from the parking lot of the Big 5 sporting goods store on August 14th after a stranger who she claimed she didn't see knocked her unconscious. She watches too many movies. While she was changing the baby in the car, leaving her with a black eye. How do you get hit in the back of the head and have a black eye? Now, there is this phenomenon where if you hit something hard enough, you can get raccoon eyes, but like, homie, she watches too many movies. That's how I knew that that's how I knew that she was involved, because I knew her story was a lie. An Amber Alert was issued because there was no suspect or no vehicle description. Blah, 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 blah. They deployed helicopters, canine units. They've done an extensive search looking for a baby who's been supposedly kidnapped by someone they do not have a description for. Let me just remind you how hard this investigation would be. Who are they looking for? Everybody, I guess. God, what a waste of human life. Can I just add that she's also got 5 additional children? This little boy Emmanuel had disabilities. He had severe disabilities. He needed around the clock care. And I think, was it Loyalty? I think it was her. She said that she thought that maybe the mother did not want the special needs child, and that's why they did this. And I have to agree. Whoever said that, I think it was Loyalty, but whoever said that, I thoroughly agree with that person's assessment of this case. I do think that this little boy's disability is one of the reasons he went missing, which is heartbreaking. But people suck, y'all. While investigators are being tight-lipped about the investigation, the child's grandmother, who insists the parents are innocent, I'm so sick of this. You know, these people have a history of drug abuse. The father has a history of beating children. He's done left one child incapacitated, a damn vegetable, okay? This baby girl will never walk. She will never have a normal life. Why is he not behind bars? I don't know, because they let actual child abusers go free, okay? These people have a history of problems through social services, CPS. I'm sick of people who are relatives of criminals, like Brian Laundrie's parents, okay? I'm sick of this perpetrator that was stalking me, his mother. I'm sick of these parents being complicit in their child's misbehavior. We have got to start disciplining children and parents, I suppose, in the court system, through the judicial system, because it's very clear that the reason that we have an upcoming generation of heathens is because their parents behave just the same. It's a culture problem. And here we have you're missing grandbaby, and you're gonna die on the hill that you think your daughter and her piece of crap boyfriend is innocent. You're a horrible person. You're just as bad as they are. Your grandson should be your first thought. Fuck them people that probably killed him. I am sick of family covering for family. And then people be wondering why they living in toxic behavior. You allow it to happen to you by staying in that situation. We don't do that toxic bullshit over here. When people show us who they are, we believe them. There have since been new revelations, including possibly a video of Rebecca, and that is the mother of the missing 7-month-old baby. She did have a black eye. If I'm not mistaken, it was her right eye. Tell me why I think that her boyfriend is probably right-handed. So it looks like this boyfriend, I don't know if it's her boyfriend's. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? You stay safe. Thank you. God bless. Hold on one second. What's his name? Okay. So it's her husband. Rebecca Harrow, the boy's mother, initially told investigators that she left her husband, Jake Mitchell Harrow, and their 2 children at the local park where one of the boys was having a football practice to go purchase a mouth guard for him. So that's when she went to the Big 5 sporting goods stores. She said that the baby had a diaper blowout. She went to change the baby. Somebody hit her upside the back of the head, and then the child was stolen. She's so full of it. I knew that from the start, and I told you guys that this was going to be one of the parental figures that was responsible for this missing child. Hold on one second. So it looks like Riverside County Superior Court records show that Jake Mitchell, H-A-R-O, has a June 2023 felony conviction for child cruelty from a 2018 arrest in Hemet, the Orange County Register reported. He was sentenced to 180 days in jail. And let me just be freaking clear. This baby cannot speak. This baby cannot walk. This child that Jake Harrow abused will never have a normal life. Will need around-the-clock care for the rest of her life. He seriously injured a child and faced no jail time. He was sentenced to 180 days in jail and 48 months of probation. So he spent 180 days in jail. He's already violated probation. It looks like in September he has a court date for a probation violation. Why do they do this? Why do they let child abusers just roam the streets, harm multiple children? They still haven't found this child. Let me see if there's an update in the case. Emmanuel Harrow update. Missing 7-month-old. Yeah, that's exactly what's wrong with them. All I'm seeing is Facebook bullshit. I don't go to Facebook because that's where all the drama and lies are. Let's see here. I'm not seeing anything news related. An update. Does anybody know anything? Hold on. Jesus Christ, the whole family is insane. So not only is Rebecca, who is the mother, not only is Rebecca married to some guy that almost killed a baby girl, but her brother, James, Beushausen, was convicted of murdering his girlfriend in their Palm Springs apartment and staging it as a suicide. The whole family needs to be in jail or a mental hospital. Jesus Christ. The brutal killing, according to reporting from the Desert Sun, unfolded March 15th, 2017. Jaylynn, Amanda Keith, 27, was found in the bathtub of the couple's apartment with a single gunshot wound to the head. Oh, these people are insane. Insane. My biggest fear is to marry into a family like this. Oh my God. Just take me to jail. Just accuse me of something else I didn't do and get me away from this horrid family. This is my biggest fear, is to marry into a family like this. The whole family is insane. We got the grandmother over here, denying that her grandson's missing and denying that her daughter and her daughter's husband was involved. Then you got these people that are dumb that think that they can get by with killing a child and hiding the body. So they're lying. And then you got the brother over here that's already killed his girlfriend. Oh, and did I mention the husband of the father of the missing baby? He's already harmed one child, irreversible. I mean, this child is a vegetable. She's a vegetable. Yeah, biggest fear is to marry into a family like this. Like, I need to continue to be the black sheep of the family, okay? I can't be with a family that's crazier than I am. And I'm actually trying to settle the fuck down for everybody to leave me alone, but, everybody has a past, so I'm still going to be the black sheep of the family. This is crazy. So, James, who is the brother of Rebecca, who is the mother of the missing 7-month-old baby. James, described by prosecutors during the trial as a, quote, gun enthusiast, struggled with alcoholism that led to rehab stints and relationship problems with Keith, who was the girl that they found dead in the bathtub with a gunshot wound. The 27-year-old woman was reportedly at a breaking point with his drinking, telling family members a day prior to her murder that she was going to leave the then 35-year-old because of his drinking problem. Prosecutors also said that Keith grew scared at one point when James took a pistol from his gun safe, prompting her to later hide the keys to the safe. Investigators allege that the jury believed that on the night she was murdered, James knocked her out and put her in the bathtub. Hold on. So it says that they think that he shot her in the head and covered himself with a shower curtain to shield himself from the blood splatter. He then told a 911 dispatcher and responded emergency personnel that he had been sleeping when his girlfriend took her own life in the bathtub. First of all, we've already been over the stats of women that commit suicide. It's kind of rare. And it's usually men. And ain't no woman gonna get completely naked and then go kill herself in a bathtub. That, absolutely not. We gonna be fully clothed, okay? Like, absolutely not. I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm just saying that don't even make sense. And if it don't make sense, it ain't true, okay? And clearly it's not true because they determined that he killed her. Detectives found a head wound independent of the gunshot that suggested Keith had been assaulted and her death had been staged to look like a suicide. What an idiot. As the investigation continued, James quit his job and moved to Texas, where he was arrested on October 18th in a shopping center parking lot by investigators from Palm Springs. Nearly a year later, in October of 2018, he was sentenced to 50 years to life in prison for the death of for her death. So it looks like they've searched the couple's property and multiple other locations that the couple was tied to. That's so sad. Hello, Slot and Scratch. Could you imagine? The whole family's insane. You got the brother over here committing murder, trying to stage it as suicide. You got his sister, who's probably, at the very least, an accessory to murder. And, you know, hiding a body. What is that? What do they charge you with when you move a corpse? That's a charge. It's called, what is it called, y'all, when you move a corpse? Yeah, I know, Tanya. I mean, for real. Why? If that was my grandbaby, I'd throw my daughter and her husband under the bus real quick. That's what a real grandparent would do. We don't act like the laundries, okay? We act like respectable people with couth and sense. And if someone breaks the law, then we's on the law's side. That family member's got to figure that shit out on their own. And if they my family, they ain't no longer part of my family, because I don't deal with shit like that. It's something else. Is it desecration of a body, or that's close? Tampering with evidence. What is the charge for moving a corpse? I hope they never take my phone. Concealment of death, desecration of a corpse, tampering with human remains. So there's several. Concealment of death, which is a felony. This says a misdemeanor. I don't know. Oh, that's for concealment of an accidental death. Let's see here. NC Gov. Concealment of death, disturbing human remains, dismembering human remains. So it would actually, I guess, fall under... Come on, man. Ooh, that's Class H felony. Well, that's for a child. So it says any person with intent to conceal the death of a child fails to notify a law enforcement authority of the death, or secretly buries or otherwise secretly disposes of a dead child's body is guilty of a Class H felony. And this is through the governor, like court shit. I don't know. And this is for any persons under the age of 16. Any person who aids, conceals, abets, or other person is concealing the death of a child is guilty of a Class A1 misdemeanor. Well, what's the fucking difference? Hold on. Oh, that would be like, say we were in a parental, say we were going through a divorce and we had a parental dispute and I never returned the child, then I could be charged with, that's what that's for. That's like concealing the child, hiding the child, aid and abet in this child being able, like if I was a runaway and you allowed me into your home knowing that I was a runaway and you hid me from the cops, you could face a misdemeanor charge. These are two different things. So there's Part A, which is a Class H felony, and that's the concealment of a body, which to bury a body or to get rid of a body of a child under the age of 16. And then that's Part A. Part B is to aid, conceal, or counsel or abet, I can't say it, y'all, in hiding a child, including any physical alterations or manipulations of the human remains, or commits or attempts to commit upon any human remains any act of sexual, never mind. What in the damn... Are we talking about necrophilia right now? Because I think we are, bro. This is creepy. How sad. Yeah. They're talking about some necrophilia. Part C. It's talking about sexually abusing a dead corpse. Jesus Christ. People are fucking depraved, yo. That's a Class I felony. Okay, so it sounds like at the very least they could be charged with a Class H felony here in North Carolina. I don't know what state these parents are out of. If they find text messages, phone calls, they find out locations through GPS monitoring, and they find out that these people even hinted at hiding this baby's body, and they can charge them with a Class H felony, which would hold them. This is so weird. It's so sad, man. Of course they've got a part in there for necrophilia. People are weird. I don't see anything else. It doesn't look like they found that poor baby's body. It's heartbreaking. He didn't deserve any of that. He deserved a loving home with parents that were going to guide him and rear him in the right direction. And they're pieces of crap. Go figure. And riddle me this, Batman. How did he already harm one child and left that child almost completely incapacitated? There was multiple other CPS investigations after he harmed that child. How was all 6 of these children left in their custody after he had already harmed a child? You know what I think it is? I think that there's certain children that they're able to make money off of and certain children they're not. This little boy had a disability. It would have cost the state money. It would have been harder to adopt him out. Even more reason to leave him in a home where you know he's going to get abused. But if it's a child that they can make some money off of, I don't know, like a little white girl, that's a different story. I do believe that money plays a huge role in which children get left behind and which children get taken. I think that money plays a huge role. Some departments actually get kickbacks for fostering out children. Social workers. So there's an incentive there for them to take certain children and ignore other children. unfortunately, I'm not being cynical or pessimistic. I'm just being realistic based off of crime statistics when it comes to infants in this type of situation where the parents are more than likely responsible for the death of this little boy. And the reality is more than likely he is deceased. They are looking for a body. I hope that that is not the case. I understand that there was this reported sighting in California where they said that they saw this little boy. In my opinion, that is not him. That is a false report. I do believe somewhere around 70% of eyewitness statements are false. So, judging by, once again, the stats, more than likely that is not a manual that was spotted in California. That is a different child that probably resembles him. The likelihood of him being alive it's slim to none, and it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. I don't understand how actual child abusers go free and go on to marry and have 5 or 6 other children, and then you have someone in my situation who's never even spanked a child, who's accused of the worst type of fucking crime and marked, and I can't even find work. Well, I have a job now, but for the first 2 years, it was a struggle. So it's just really crazy. It's really crazy. My life has now been devoted to pointing out these inconsistencies in health and human services, social services, CPS, child family services, whatever you want to call them. I just think that so many people are under this false illusion of these systems that have been built, how they operate, how they function, policy and procedure. People do not know the reality, but when we look at little Emmanuel's case, we can kind of determine and assume how these programs, how these systems are being operated. It's not rocket science. This little baby was living in the home with a known child abuser who had already turned one child into a complete vegetable. And CPS and DSS was fully aware of this. They were fully aware. And in my opinion, they're just as complicit as the parents. They had a responsibility and a duty to protect all 6 of those children, especially after one child had almost died in the custody of these people. It makes me so angry, but that anger is what gives me drive. Hey, Evan! Thank you so much, Evan Oakley. The struggle is real. Veterans for Child Rescue. Here, I'm going to check that out. Let me screenshot that. Thank you, William. I always love stuff like that. Yeah. Yep. That's the truth, Tanya. Statistically speaking, studies show that children are more likely to be subjected to sexual and physical abuse in foster care as opposed to with their biological family. And modern society doesn't know this. Nobody knows this. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. Children are more likely to be abused in the custody of social services than with their biological family. The media, I blame the media because they twist this stuff around. I'm not saying that there's not children being abused. I'm saying that once CPS takes those children, they're further abused because of the broken system. So, is it better to be abused by a multitude of people, or is it better to be abused by one? Studies show, if we're talking about, they're both bad, but when it comes to mental health disorders and conjuring up psychopaths through trauma, studies show being abused by the bio family is much better off than being abused by 30 other people through the foster care system. And that's usually what happens. So it's really sad. Part of the reason I talk about these things is because I've lived these things, so I have a different understanding than modern society. I don't listen to the media. I pay attention to what's going on in my life. So it's crazy. It really is. I wonder why the liquor store is closed. Everybody's pulling up and all mad it's not open. They're pulling on the door and getting pissed. I'm glad I don't have that problem anymore. I don't know if they have custody. I don't think that they do. I think that little girl that was injured, the one that's paralyzed and nonverbal now, I do believe that she's with other people, but I can't be for sure. The media does not do their job. They don't. I wish I had the resources to run around and do all the reporting for us, because y'all know I'd give it to you straight. But unfortunately, the media is bought and paid for, and so they cover up for parents like this. We saw what happened. As soon as that baby went missing, the media was feeling all bad for the mother when the mother is the guilty party, and I told you guys that from the start. I could never be a modern journalist. I'd be fired day one. I'd be fired for telling the truth. It's crazy. Well, it's like Rebecca Baptiste, you know, the little girl that was found without fingernails and burn holes in her body from cigarettes, and her body was completely black and blue. Her mother and, well, it was her stepmother, girlfriend, boyfriend's girlfriend, her father's girlfriend, sorry. But they had kids together. They had met, and they had had children together, 2 little boys. And they abused Rebecca and killed her. And then the stepmother, or girlfriend, calls the sheriff's department in a panic. I can't get her to breathe. I'm giving her CPR. CPS had been to Rebecca's house. Rebecca Baptiste was her name. She was 10 years old. She was absolutely gorgeous. They had been 13 times to that house. 13 times that child had reported all kinds of abuse, from sexual to physical. And matter of fact, when they did an autopsy on this poor child's body, they could tell that she had been beat for weeks, if not months, because of the different stages of healing on her bruised body. 13 times. That's how many times they had an opportunity to save her. 13 times. And they left her there to die. And she died. And you know, it's so crazy because people get pissed that I talk about how horrible her parents look. They look mentally unwell. They look like they both need to be in straitjackets. They both look like they have been out here in the streets being feral, eating wild animals. They look like the Hills Have Eyes had incest going on in the family. I think they did. That's why the Hills had eyes, right? They look like the most low-down, decrepit pieces of trash to ever walk the earth. And that's why people hate me, because I point out these things. They look disgusting. If they would have been walking down that sidewalk, I'd switch sides of the road. They literally are wearing their evil on the outside of their bodies. And they killed their daughter. Ripped her fingernails out, burned her with cigarettes. Yeah, I ain't never abused a child, but I have to talk about child abusers and see them every single day. It's crazy. 13 times they could have saved her. 13 times. That poor child knew she was going to die. She knew she was going to die. How sad. She had more intuition than the entire Department of Social Services. She knew she was going to die. How scary to be 10 years old and have more fight and will in you to survive. And nobody's there to help you. Not one single person. And I take that back. I take that back. The people that's fighting for Rebecca now that she is deceased and with God, the people fighting for her the most are her school teachers. And thank God for those teachers that are standing up for Rebecca. They are pissed. And they are bringing awareness to the fact that they contacted CPS 13 times and not one time did they take Rebecca out of that home when the entirety of the county knew that Rebecca was being abused. So those teachers are putting up a fight in honor of Rebecca's life through causing a fucking fit in that county. And good, kudos to them. Good for them. 13 times that child could have been saved. Makes me sick. Yeah, I don't remember what the cause of death was. Makes me so angry though. Poor baby. You know how terrifying it is to confront your abuser and tell on them? and then you see CPS pull up in the driveway thinking you're going to get help, and then they come in and leave you in that fucking situation, and then you really fucking get it. Ask me how I know. You know how brave that baby had to be? And then she lost her life anyways because CPS don't know how to fucking do their job. Should have never went down like that. That baby should still be alive. All of them. And I hope Emmanuel is alive. I really do. But the likelihood of that, like I said, unfortunately, is slim to none. They're looking for his little body. And I don't want to talk about it anymore because I'm going to cry. I mean, to come into this world with such a disadvantage anyways, I mean, it's going to be harder when you have a disability, you know. And he was just putting up a little fight. He didn't give a crap. He said, I'm going to survive. I'm going to make it. And then to have parents like that. Who needs enemies? I mean, think about a 7-month-old being birthed to the worst person on earth. Their biggest enemy. That's Rebecca, the mother. I mean, it's just crazy. It makes me sick. Northern Michigan. Ain't that where that paddleboarder passed away? I wanted to look that up. Hold on one second. I wonder if they've given a motive. Her name was Sunshine? Was it Michigan? Paddle. She was murdered by a 17-year-old heathen. Sunshine Stewart, 48 years of age. She was a paddleboarder. She was murdered on Crawford Pond in Union, Maine. It was Maine. And it was this past July 2nd. She was found the next day with cause of death being strangulation and blunt force trauma. A 17-year-old heathen who wasn't raised right by his mommy, Devin Young, was arrested on July 17th and charged with murder. And you know what's crazy? The day that she went missing, they searched the campground trash cans, and I told you guys that it was going to be somebody in that campground, and sure enough, it was this fucking kid. I mean, can you imagine? A manhunt followed Stewart's disappearance, leading to the arrest of a 17-year-old child, Devin Young, of Frank, Maine. He was charged with murder. He appeared before a judge and entered a denial, which is the juvenile equivalent of not guilty. The state has filed a motion to have him tried as an adult. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. It doesn't give a motive. In my opinion, the motive was a sexual assault. These types of crimes have been happening more and more out here, and it is because of pornography. It's not given a motive. In my opinion, the motive was sexual assault. It's crazy. But these things are happening more and more when it comes to youth offenders and grown women. It's sick. There was a 91-year-old woman that was also sexually assaulted by like a 14-year-old juvenile. These things have just become commonplace because of pornography. And we're actually seeing, and this is why I do my due diligence when it comes to these type of stalkers, because I know what the next level is. Something we do on this channel is talk about sex crimes. We've done that from the start. A lot of people, even police officers, they are not aware of sex crimes. Like it's a whole subcategory of the police department. If you work sex crimes, then you know about them. If you don't, then in my opinion, they're not really trained to know stuff that we cover here. So this type of stalking behavior that I deal with out here, that is the start of voyeurism, and that is the start of sexual perversion and those people will up the ante eventually, and they will proceed on to sexual assault and other violent crimes, whether it's peeping through their neighbor's window to look at their underage girls, or it's placing cameras in bathrooms, or trying to take pictures up girls' skirts, whether it's trying to take pictures of girls at the gym when they're in vulnerable positions using workout equipment, or whether it's full-fledged attacking these girls and raping them in the streets. All the start of the perversion is going to be voyeurism and stalking. And then all of those other things trickle on down. It's like Ted Bundy when he first got started, voyeurism, okay? Richard Ramirez, voyeurism, okay? Most of those serial killers started out with small sexual perversion behaviors, which would be voyeurism, light stalking, like I've been going through. That's one of the reasons I cover these things, because this is happening. Not only is this happening more, but people are getting dumber, and so they don't pick up. They're not aware of what's actually going on. I've literally seen women being stalked by random strangers in the grocery store before, and they didn't even know it. It's concerning how many people are not out here with their eyes open. This kid that was 17 that killed Sunshine Stewart, he absolutely, in my opinion, did this as a sex crime. He wanted to sexually assault her, was incapable of doing so, and killed her instead. This is a very common thing when it comes to these types of sexual assaults. Not to mention the younger generation is also watching so much pornography, it's actually rotting their brains. And we've been over that on this channel before, how it affects the brain. Yeah, these things are going to get much, much worse. And then, as you can see, if you're the victim of a sex crime, and voyeurism and stalking is sex crimes, the whole point is because I'm cute. If I wasn't cute, they wouldn't be out here stalking. They're stalking because they're attracted. They're stalking because they know that I live in this area. They see me on live. And it's a way... What have I said? Any contact, any attention is better than none. So they're just not right in the head. And it's definitely coming from the porn. It definitely comes from the cell phone, from the technology, from the social media platforms. It's literally messed people up in the brain. Yeah, absolutely. And then you got these kids, their brains are not even developed yet. The decision making is done in the prefrontal cortex. Their brains are not even developed, and they're out here catching charges, And then you got mom and daddy wiping their ass because mom and daddy's just as dumb as they are. That's why they're dumb, It's a generational thing. It's really crazy. And it's really concerning how many women don't realize they're being stalked either. I don't know. I feel bad for people that was brought up by a cell phone. They don't even know. You know what I mean? They don't know any better. They don't know any better. Yeah, it's absolutely the porn. Absolutely the porn. We were reading stats on that the other day. We read a couple of reports that was talking about how it rots the gray matter in the brain and why these people are out here behaving this way and how the porn deteriorates the brain. I mean, it literally rots the brain. It's not figuratively. Sorry. I wish I could say, oh, I'm joking. No, I'm not. Porn literally rots the brain. Specifically the gray matter, which is, you need that more than anything. Yeah, it literally rots the brain. So, very interesting stuff. We've read studies on that here. I've always kind of knew that, because studies also show that the more porn that people watch, the more sexually deviant they are. And that goes, like, that branches out into several different branches. It, like, violence, yeah, the kind of content rewires the brain, and it's really actually some scary shit. It really is. Yeah, you should. You should. I got a video somewhere. I don't know if it said. I think it said porn rots your brain or something. Yeah, it absolutely does. Not only does it rot the gray matter, but it cross wires your desires and what is normal and what is not normal. It also interferes with early childhood development. Children, and we know that children watch this, children that have cell phones, that have a proclivity to look up porn and watch porn, not only do they have worse grades, they act out more, they have more behavioral problems, but then by the time they turn 18, they're out here in the streets stalking people like me. Yep. You're seeing the byproduct of what happens when children are raised with cell phones and pornography. God's trying to show you something. Ain't it gross? How creepy. I know. How creepy. How creepy. I kind of want to eat something, but I don't know what I want. I meant to grab some apples and bananas, but I forgot. I sure did. Sure did. About a bag of oranges and a bag of apples, and completely forgot to grab some day before yesterday. Oh, thank you. So it says that baby Emmanuel, it says missing baby's sister was practically killed before the disappearance of her baby brother. So it's talking about that child that was injured by the father. So it looks like he strangled the child. A 10-week-old baby. Allegedly. The judge who let him out needs to go to prison. Oh my God, he beat the hell out of that little baby. How can he only get 6 months? California is so fucked up. We all know what happened to this missing baby Emmanuel. Arrest is coming soon, and they will get the mother for covering it up. Broken bones as well. The little girl had broken bones. Why was he only given 6 months of jail time for such cruel child abuse? The judge needs to be held just as responsible along with CPS. This is sickening. I agree. I think social workers should be arrested. Same thing with Rebecca Baptiste, whoever that social worker was, 13 times? 13 times? Come on, man. Come on, man. You just ignorant. You dumb as hell. You dumb as a box of rocks. You need to be sweeping floors for a living. 13 times? And you can't pick up on the signs of abuse? Man, I just be wanting to damn hunt these motherfuckers down. For real. Someone said, how is this man allowed to be around any children? How can someone hurt a 10-week-old baby? So it looks like a cousin of the family is caring for all 5 of the other children now that have been taken out of Rebecca and her husband's custody. Any person who harms a child physically or sexually should get the death penalty. 6 months in jail is nothing. I agree. Sir, who are you? Oh, Tasha. Tishi. Haley. I agree. Yo, so it sounds like he beat the hell. Strangled a 10-week-old baby, broke bones in the child, and now the child is disabled because of his attack. And instead of CPS removing these children, they left them in the home, and now Emmanuel's missing. Well, same shit, different day, huh? Let's see what's going on in Winston-Salem that I predicted last year. Oh, look. Over 300 teachers are being fired. You don't say. Don't worry. We're not in the middle of a recession or anything. They're just firing, cops and nurses and doctors and lawyers and teachers everywhere. But it's not a recession. That's like not the number one sign or anything that we're in a recession and that the fit's about to hit the shan, honey. Don't worry. So it looks like WXII sat down with Winston-Salem Forsyth County School Board Vice Chair Alex Bohannon following the emotional special called meeting on Tuesday. Oh my God, the feelings in the room. And that's why these children can't read. And listen to what I'm saying. That's why these children can't read. People are more worried about feelings than facts. An emotional meeting was called. Oh, God. I mean, we ain't even got through the first sentence. And I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you. That's the opening statement. Stupidity at its finest. Board members voted 6-3 to cut more than 340 jobs. He says, everyone's frustrated. Every bit of anger, every bit of anxiety is all validated. We may say this was not our fault, but the reality is it's the board's responsibility. Oh, no, you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. Baby squirrel's about to eat this shit up. First of all, we have over $323 million missing dollars. They have a $46 million deficit this year. And so in response to all of this money, in my opinion, being stolen, they are now firing their educators to make up for the lack of funding. Do you get it? But they're not responsible, even though that money came straight to them. Fucking thieves. No, he didn't. We may say that this was not our fault, but the reality is it's the board's responsibility. How does $323 million go missing? It comes as the district continues to grapple with a $46 million deficit from the last year. You know where all their money went? Let me tell you. Illegal immigration. Winston-Salem was one of the worst counties in the entirety of North Carolina. That, amongst other things, they deferred money everywhere, all over the city, from EBT to housing, education. And now these children that are North Carolina citizens that were born and raised in this country cannot damn read or write. Although the auditor's report did not find any criminal wrongdoings, the school system general counsel is reviewing additional avenues for potential recourse. Grain of salt, folks. Grain of salt. So it looks like the people of Winston-Salem are pissed. So they're cutting teachers. I mean, they're literally firing educators that we need also bad. Say goodbye to retirement at 67. The new age for collecting Social Security changes. For many Americans, the thought of retirement often revolves around reaching the magical age of 65. However, the full retirement age, the FRA, for Social Security benefits has been gradually increasing. And for those born in 1959, it will hit 66 years in 10 months starting in 2025. While the change may seem small, it has important implications on how and when you can claim your benefits. Understanding how these changes affect your retirement strategy is key to making the most of your Social Security benefits. So it looks like the 1983 Social Security Amendment gradually pushed the FRA from 65 to 67 with a schedule to raise it in 2 months increments. Those born in 59 will see their FRA at 66 years and 10 months. Hold on, I just read that. What the fuck? I'm sorry, y'all. This is one of those articles where you got to buy it, and if you don't buy it, then it doesn't act right, and it just moves. For people who are planning to retire earlier than their FRA, early filing at 62 results in a significant reduction of monthly benefits, about 29% for those born in 1959 and up to 30% of those born in 1960 or later. However, delaying your Social Security claim past the FRA can result in an increase of up to 8% annually, capping at 32% boost if you wait until the age of 70. So they're up in Social Security. So you got to be 67. How old do you have to be to file for Social Security? New law. So 67. So in summary, while you can file your Social Security as early as 62, your monthly benefit will be lower than if you wait until your full retirement age. Delaying your benefit beyond your FRA can lead to a higher monthly payment up to the age of 70. Well, you can thank that big beautiful bill. So it's 67. So you cannot file for Social Security until 67 if you were born after the year of 1960 or later. You can choose to claim benefits starting at the age of 62, but it's going to be a pain in the ass. You're going to have a higher monthly payment. You're going to get screwed. Increase monthly payments until the age of 70. You get penalized for getting it early. So the new retirement age is 67. It's crazy. Thank the big beautiful bill. I mean, hell, before you know it, they'll have it up to damn 88 years old. We're already halfway there. I plan to work till I die anyway, so I don't really care about retirement. It don't apply to me. Oh, I wanted to talk about that douche canoosh that killed some people. You know, first of all, this guy, let me find it. He was a truck driver that killed a bunch of people. He made an illegal left-hand U-turn on the interstate. For those that don't know, truck drivers are never allowed to bust U-turns on a freeway, interstate. This is what happens when you bring a bunch of people here and you don't teach them English. He did not know English, but he had a CDL license. He was an illegal immigrant with no license, but a CDL license. Make it make sense. How? What? You heard me right. Hold on. And his lack of response when he murders these people is so concerning. I mean, he literally, you can tell that he is not even bothered by the fact that he just killed an entire family. He literally looked back and he's like, And And then he stood on the side of the road like an imbecile as these people were being cut by the jaws of life out of a car. Ain't everybody wired the same, okay? And people from different countries have different customs, and also the way that they were raised, the lack of emotion is very telling. In other countries like India, they witness dead bodies in the road. It's commonplace to witness stuff like that because of a lack of policy and procedure like we have here when it comes to law and order. So it's no surprise. His lack of reaction is right on par. It's right on par. Let's see, what was his name? And how many people did he kill? A whole family. A whole family. So he was an illegal immigrant. It says illegal migrant, illegal immigrant, truck driver. He killed people in a Florida deadly Florida crash, failed English road sign test. Despite the fact that he failed his English and his roadside test, despite that, they gave him sanctuary license in 2 different states. It's like that police officer that was an illegal immigrant from Jamaica that they gave a badge and a gun to. What? And what did he do? He went and broke the law. He sure did. He sure did, like the criminal he was. He went and broke the damn law. An Indian immigrant truck driver accused of killing 3 people in a Florida crash when he made an illegal U-turn across a Florida highway. He flunked his English fluency test and his road sign test following the smash-up, the U.S. Department of Transportation revealed. I ain't going to be able to say this name. I'm going to spell it. Harjindder, first name, last name, Singh, answered just 2 of the 12 questions correctly when being tested for English language proficiency by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration after the April 12th crash. Let me tell you something. Last year, when I was reporting on these illegal immigrants out here killing American citizens on the road, they called me a racist. Ain't it crazy that I said, there's a clip of it, I said these problems are going to get worse. I hope that it's not your family that gets killed on the road, Karen, since you want that border open. And look what's happening. So there was 2 different people killed in Springfield, Ohio, year before last. There was an old lady that was walking to her mailbox to retrieve her mail, a task that she had done 1,000 times prior to that afternoon. And as she was getting her mail, some illegal immigrant from Haiti mowed her over and killed her in the street. He had no driver's license, no tag, no insurance. The car wasn't even registered, nor did it have had a damn inspection. He was illegal as they come. Following that incident, in the same place, Springfield, Ohio, there was a school bus of children that was hit by an illegal immigrant, which killed 1 child aboard. And when I was reporting on those cases, people was calling me all kinds of names. And then here we are, full circle moment. And he's not the only one. There has been dozens of drivers throughout the United States that have been arrested who were illegal immigrants who had no driver's license, no prior experience on American roads, and could not read nor write or understand road signs in English. It's crazy. I'm going to see if I can clip the video so that you can see this idiot's reaction. He did not care that he had just murdered 3 people. He had no emotion. He literally is driving the truck. What happened was, let me explain the crash. He's on the right side of the highway. There's cars behind him. He's in the fast lane like an asshole. He ain't even supposed to be over there. I digress. There is a side road to hit the opposite side of the road. So he's going, and on the opposite side of the highway, there is a bypass road specifically for law enforcement and first responders. There's typically a sign there that'll have no U-turn marked with a red line through it. It'll have a U and a mark through it. There was a sign right there. He decided to hit that side road from the fast lane, and as he did, he cut, he was in the slow lane. I am so sorry. He was in the slow lane. And when he cut through 2 lanes of traffic to that side road, his whole entire tractor trailer was blocking the entire interstate. A car with 3 people come through and it killed them. Killed them dead. Killed them dead. They were all beheaded. Okay, do you understand? Their heads were taken off by the side of his tractor trailer. And as this impact occurred, we have surveillance right before that car goes underneath his tractor trailer. And you can see him notice what is about to happen. And after the impact happens, you can see him look back and lean up. And he has zero fucking reaction. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I got a weirdo here. White guy, Kia, no laundry, just in my face. Where's the laundry, bro? So he killed this whole family, and then he proceeds to get out of the truck. Other bypassers have already called 911, and he just stands there like an imbecile until the cops get there. And then he proceeds to stand there. We have surveillance of him watching this family be cut out of their vehicle. And he's just emotionless. You can tell that he's not there in the head. Scary shit. So the Indian immigrant truck driver killed 3 people. He made an illegal U-turn across the Florida highway. He flunked his English fluency test, his road sign test. He also was only able to answer 2 out of 12 questions correctly when being tested for his English language proficiency. He only could identify 1 out of 4 road signs showed to him by the U.S. Department of Transportation. And before he was arrested, he had to go home and put on a Gucci shirt. Despite these failures, he, who is believed to have entered the U.S. illegally back in 2018, had been granted a commercial driver's license in California and Washington State. Look at this. Look at this minivan under his tractor trailer. It's heartbreaking to watch it, to know when it hits that people are dying. It's hard to watch. This crash was a preventable tragedy directly caused by reckless decisions and compounded by despicable failures. You can thank the Biden administration. Bunch of idiots. You really have to wonder who thought that it was a good idea to give people a driver's license that do not speak English, read English, or understand road signs. It's like they literally are out here trying to kill us. He had a history. So Cameron said that truck driver had a history of taking down a low clearance bridge. Does that mean that he didn't know whether or not he had enough room and he was going under bridges that he might not have enough room for? Is that what that means? I don't know exactly what that means. I'm not a long haul trucker, but there was a sign. It was a U-turn sign with a red thing through it. Like I said, cut through mark, official use only. With his massive tractor trailer blocking the 4-lane highway, a minivan was left without clearance to brake or turn and hurtled full speed into the trailer. All 3 people in the van were killed, while footage from inside his cab showed him apparently unmoved by the carnage unfolding outside. What did I say? Heartless, soulless, some scary shit. Federal law has mandated for decades that CDL holders must be able to speak English sufficiently. He was almost deported in 2018 after he was detained crossing the border, but he was released on a $5,000 bond in January of 2019, telling the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service that he feared returning to India. Under the first Trump administration, he was denied a work permit, but he was granted one in 2021 under the Biden administration. How did I know? Details which sparked on social media spat between California Governor Gavin Newsom, what a piece of shit, and the Department of Homeland Security. He received his Washington CDL in 23 and his California license in 24 through the DOT, said the DOT. He was arrested in California Saturday by U.S. Marshals on 3 counts of vehicular homicide. That poor family, I know, Sarah. Can you imagine? They didn't even see it coming. Have y'all seen, has anybody seen the footage? I will say that they didn't even see it coming. Even if one of them did, it would have happened so fast they wouldn't have knew what was coming. Hopefully. I hope that it was instant. The way that it looks instant. I hope that that was the case. I literally have chill bumps. I hope that that was the case. I mean, it's horrific. I think the most disturbing part, not only did these people lose their lives in some freak-ass accident that could have been avoided, but the lack of emotion from the perpetrator of this accident that's some deadly shit. We don't want people out here that are emotionless like that. That's scary. That's some psychopath shit. Bro went right in the head. And this guy over here is being a complete creep. Yeah, I'm gonna, I did see it. Francis, it's horrible. I'm gonna clip it later if I can remember. I mean, it really is. You know, he just sets up, he looks back, and then he's like, oh well. I mean, it's commonplace in India to see dead bodies in the street, so I hear. So, is it any surprise that when he murdered 3 people, he had no emotion? Not really. The customs are different. They... Surprise, surprise, different parts of the world value human life differently. Yeah. Surprise, surprise. And sexes. And sexes. I had to spell it. I don't remember. It's at the beginning of this video. I gotta pee. Oh. People are so creepy, y'all. This guy is a complete creep. I'm gonna take my bike so he don't steal it, because he looks like the type. No laundry, just posted up. Weird. Usual suspects. White male, teenage, approximate. Yep, 20, maybe. Why is it always the same weirdos? No laundry, just in my face, being annoying. Oh, sorry, you guys. I had to use the bathroom. I'm surprised my phone's working. I really need to go get another one to switch out for that Verizon phone, because it's broke and the sound's broke. Really a good place to like hook it to, because the bench you can just lift up and take the damn, if you wanted to steal it. Let's get a tag. He's probably trying to get famous off my channel. I have a lot of young people that do that. They'll roll up and then they'll go to their Facebook at night and be like, see, she was on camera. I met her, or I was near her. People ain't right in the head, y'all. I don't know. I can't tell you why people behave that way. I think it's because they have a lot of mental health problems that we need to figure out resources for them. And these kids be out here playing games like it's cute. And like I said, when they get mailed back to mommy in a box, it ain't gonna be cute no more. LEM2745. Weird. No laundry, none of that. So weird. You just roll up to the laundromat and stare down some girl for 20 minutes. No laundry detergent, no purpose. What do I teach you, ladies? If it doesn't make sense, it's not true. If they have no purpose there, you are the purpose. Do you understand? Let's say it's a laundromat. What do people do there? They wash laundry. What are they going to have? Dirty clothes, laundry detergent, quarters. Okay? Well, when somebody pulls up somewhere like that and they don't have those things and they're in a car watching you, you are the whole reason that they are there. It's not rocket science. It's pretty easy. It's called common sense. Get you some. I'm still trying to figure out how to bottle mine up and sell it, honey. And that's fine. As long as people don't make contact with me, we won't have no problems. Don't start nothing, I won't have to finish nothing, and we'll both have a happy day. But I'm always going to take tags to protect myself because these people have a way of interjecting themselves back into my life. So crazy. Imagine being so jealous of a homeless woman that you got to start problems in her life just to get some of her attention because you're so miserable in your own life. It's crazy. Y'all gonna come with me tonight to take out that other warrant? I'll probably have to film a short because I can't take my phone in the magistrate's office. So, nice turn signal. Fucking weirdo. Y'all hear somebody whistling at me? Disgusting. Listen, ladies, we don't pay attention to people who act like heathens, okay? Catcalling is for trash. You're not trash. Have some self-respect and ignore losers that can't control their urges. Only trash honks at you. Only trash whistles at you. Only trash interjects themselves into your life for attention, okay? Stay away from people like that. They're dangerous. Whee! I'm wondering if I want coffee or if I want to relax. I know I want food, but I don't know what kind. This place is a shithole. I don't know. Hold up. Ah, my legs, my hands, my wrist. That's another thing. My wrist hurts from damn bicycling. Yeah, that was weird. He's just sitting there. I don't know, man. I've already had so much happen at that. Remember that time that whole family showed up and like cussed me out because I wouldn't talk to their son? Remember that? Yeah. I know it sounds crazy. All my stories are crazy because they're true. So I was down there one time washing laundry, minding my business. And these two guys walk up. It was a father and a son. The son showed up first. He was being real creepy, trying to talk to me. I told him I don't talk to strangers. I went back to doing my laundry. Ladies, you don't owe nobody nothing. Not a hello. Nothing. So I said I don't talk to strangers, and I went back to minding my business. Well, this whole family like cussed me out because I wouldn't hang out with them, talk to them, wouldn't move in with them. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. All of that's recorded. You can see the son cussing at me. You can see the father cussing at me, all because I said I don't talk to strangers. Yeah, that was crazy. That's how people act in this town. Psychos. Not all of them. Not all of them. Then why do you keep coming back? Why are you so obsessed with me? You act like I trap you. You act like I'm holding you hostage. Bitch, I'm the one being stalked, not you. I don't want you here no way with your negative attitude. Why you keep coming back, dumbass? That's insanity. Bless your heart. You know, I be thinking I got a lot of problems. Then I get on here and deal with like people that seriously have problems. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be all right. Thank you to the internet for showing me that I'm not as dumb as society tried to make it out to be, that I'm not as evil as society tried to make it out to be. I am learning so much about myself, so much, and about society. It's really crazy, absolutely crazy how all these people in my business. What you looking at, bitch? You look like you need to run a mile or two and mind your business. Why don't you run a mile and go find your business and get out my face? Thank you. Appreciate it. It's crazy. Sitting here minding my business on a street corner and some bitch goes by mean mugging me. 350 pounds. Don't get me started. Usual suspect. Usual suspect. I think that this behavior is going to get worse the more ripped I get, because it's gotten worse. The better physical shape I get in, the more I take care of myself, the more happier I become, the more I get my problems under wrap, the more these types of things are happening. So it's very clear to me that people are absolutely bothered by my happiness and my confidence and my love for myself. You know, everyone should love themselves. You have a right to love yourself. If nobody's told you today, your job is to love yourself. And appreciate yourself. Be grateful to be you. Everybody should feel loved. Everybody deserves an identity. It's just sad that so many people don't have them. You can see it. This is why these problems happen. So I want to go. What time is it? Oh, look, I have a watch now. I want to go relax, but I got how much water? I got to have enough water. And that thing don't fit. Hello, prime time. Thank you, Alexander. I love that name, by the way. Sarah, did you find that case? I don't know. His name is weird. If you just look up the, oh, I can't say that. It's racist. If you look up the Indian truck driver that killed 3 people, if you just Google Indian truck driver, it'll pop up. Oh, you can't say that. It's his literal description. That's what the news articles blasted. I think his race is irrelevant, but his culture ain't. Where he originated from ain't. It's imperative to the principle of the story, the point of the story. It's part of the context as to how these people ended up dead. And he had a CDL license. Anyways, they call me dumb, but I would have never gave him a license based off of the fact that he didn't speak English nor read it. Oh, but that's racist. To use common sense. Okay, so be it. Call me whatever you want. I'll die on that hill. If using common sense and rationale is that, then call me whatever you want, honey. I don't even care. He no speak no English. He no need no CDL. Capiche? Yeah, video's heartbreaking. It's really disturbing. I don't think they knew at all what was going to happen. I don't think they knew at all what was going to happen to them. Like, it happened so quick. Like, he turned on this side road, and then all of a sudden, the van that was, like, in the fast lane just hit middle of the tractor trailer because his trailer was through 4 lanes of traffic. I'm sorry. Even if you don't know English, who thinks that it's a good idea to take the whole box cart and leave it in the middle of 4 lanes of traffic? Did he really think that everybody was going to stop and halt for him to do this illegal U-turn? It's crazy. I think it was the far right lane. I think so too. That's why I corrected myself. I think he was in the far right-hand lane because the way that it happened, you're absolutely right. It would have had to been the far right lane for that tractor trailer to drag through those 4 lanes of, and that's what I said a while ago. Absolutely. So he was not in the fast lane. He would have been in the slowest far right-hand lane. And when he did this illegal U-turn, he would have cut through 3 lanes of traffic. The front of his truck is sitting on a dirt road, and the back end of his tractor trailer was in those 4 lanes of traffic. Even if you don't speak English, why would you think that that is the best option? Like, he ain't got no common sense. He should not be behind the wheel of a car in India or here. I know toddlers that would not make that mistake. They can drive big wheels, little cars, is that what they call? They can drive big wheels better than his ass. It's crazy. Yeah, I know, it's always some bull crap. Yeah, he did, Sarah, he did. He watches them. He knows that it's about to happen, and he does not care. You can see his unbothered attitude at the fact that he just murdered 3 people. I don't care if it was accidental. His lack of concern and his lack of common sense, they better lay his ass is all I'm saying. They better lay his ass because he's an idiot. He is a threat to society. His own stupidity is a threat to society. His lack of intelligence is a threat to society. Clearly, he just killed 3 people. And he had a CDL license. He had a CDL license. It's crazy. Yeah, I did. Because I initially said I thought he was in the fast lane, but that doesn't make sense with physics because that box trailer would have had to have drug through those 3 lines of traffic. So he absolutely was in the far right lane, like you said. I did. I actually said it right after I said that, but it's fine. Thank you for pointing that out. He would have had to have been in the far right-hand lane because when he went to turn, he would have had to go through 2 or 3 lanes of traffic, which would have led the back end of his truck out in the road, which is exactly what we see on surveillance. And then we also, ironically, have internal footage from the inside of the cab of the truck. And his lack of emotion is really scary. Really scary. You know who else has lack of emotion like that? A lot of people that, a lot of people that believe in Islam. Yeah, some scary shit. Hey, thank you, Num. Oh, thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I know. That's what they're trying to pull into question now as to how he got this license. And it seems like he got it legally through Democratic sanctuary cities. Washington. Was it Maine or Michigan? I said it earlier. I forgot. Thank you so much, Num. I hope you're having a great Thursday. That was so sweet. I know, wasn't it, Kimberly? It's so sweet. Thanks, Francis. I go through moods with my own mental health problems. So that's why I've not fully committed to like a crime thing or talking about crime all the time. That's kind of why we cover so much, because I go, being homeless, it's really hard to talk about other people's problems when you have so many of your own. But sometimes I get focused and sometimes I don't. I wish that I did have more stability in my life so that I could focus more on crime. I think that sex crimes in particular, cyber sex crimes, is a whole new branch of crime that we really don't have laws on the books for. Like the internet has surpassed laws. You know what I mean? Like everything I'm going through is so illegal. Me getting fired from my job, stuff like that. Like that all stemmed from the internet. The laws are just not up there yet to prosecute people that commit these types of crimes. Yeah, his name. I was talking about some of my stalkers. Yeah, maybe one day when I have like a roof over my head and like money in the bank and I have some financial stability, I can branch off and do a whole new crime channel. I would love to do that, particularly sex crimes dealing with sexual predators, because Jesus, it's getting so bad out here. It's so bad. I literally could strap up and just go undercover like all day and just catch all these perverts. I mean, I don't want to see them prosecuted. I really just want to expose how sick these people are, you know? Them propositioning me and shit. We could absolutely do that. Sure can. I mean, that stopped for now. Remember when I first become homeless, like on the streets and out of my car? Remember, I would have 3 to 5 guys a day that was stopping, trying to, be weird. And it took about 4 weeks to get everybody to leave me alone. And then losers from the internet started following me. So it's just, I mean, there's so much content to be made out here. If we just had the proper cameras, I would like to branch off into sex crimes, because it's disturbing. It's really disturbing how bad it's gotten. I guess I ain't never getting paid today. I got like $9 to my name, and I was really hoping they were going to pay me so I could go down and get some food. Still ain't got paid. $6, I'm sorry. $6. What the fuck? I guess it's going to be late. That happens a lot. Actually, it doesn't. It doesn't. I take that back. I put my foot in my mouth. I think without speaking. I speak without thinking. It doesn't. I've only had my paycheck late, I think, once. There has been times where the pay period fell on a Friday or a Saturday and you don't get it till Monday. But for the most part, YouTube has always paid me on the 21st. If it falls on the weekend, that's the only thing I can think of where I've had a problem. And then it clears on Monday. Usually they pay us by now. They have not. I mean, I'm not super worried about it, but I do need that to like survive on. So it'd be nice for them to pay me so I'm just not like worried about it in the back of my head. Like, God, what's going on? Why are they taking so long? Hello, Victoria. I can't see y'all. Oh, well, then in that case, bye. Can't have you here. If you're stalking me out here and stalking me here, I don't play those games. Bye-bye. I mean, dudes really be riding by like this. Hold on, let me show you. And then they wonder why they're single. Maybe I need to put it into words and show you what not to do. Hold on. Pretend like I'm driving a car. Hold on, I'm trying to get my headphones. They'd be like, and then they wonder why they're single. Maybe, here's a thought. Maybe you sat up straight and acted like you were someone you were responsible for, you'd have a girlfriend. I'm sorry. Don't nobody want no fucking common thug. Like, seriously, get it together. It's disturbing. Ugh, make my skin crawl from the damn degeneracy. Why is it, women, that we always like men? Why is it that we always like men that, me personally, I like a more professional type of person because I'm so loud and in your face. I need somebody to calm me down. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Why do we always like men that are already married? Ah! All the good ones are already taken. That's why. That sucks, man. It's so fucking true. It's so fucking true. Same thing goes for women, too. It's just so fucking true. Damn. What do I say? The leftovers. That's what I mean. All these losers out here stalking me, they're the leftovers. Remember? But that doesn't matter. It's crazy. The real question is why all these teenage boys can't seem to leave me alone and they're stalking some woman that's old enough to be their mama. I reworded that for you because I can see your little dents, honey. Bless your heart. I hope you get a helmet one day. You're gonna need it. You're already off to a rough start. In a world moving on. Well, I guess I am working out a little bit today. I'm trying to still figure out what I want to eat. There ain't a lot around here. It's kind of a food desert. Maybe I'll open a restaurant here one day. Maybe I'll open 5 or 6. Hell. Fuck it. Might as well open one of everything. God knows we need it. Damn shithole. Been here for 20 years. Been hungry the whole time. 20-something years. Been hungry the whole time. Why am I so skinny? Because I live in a food desert. Might as well. Yeah. Might as well. Get me that grit ball. Bye-bye. Report. Don't you be coming over here bullying my followers. Loser. Throwbacks. It is a gorgeous sky. I think it might rain this afternoon, though. I thought he looked like Johnny Depp, but it was only when I was drunk and I had squinted eyes. Stop playing, Lisa. She said her ex was, she thought he was hot, but he was a little bit of a thug because he was a Hot Mess Express. That's funny. Only when I was drunk was he attractive. Lisa, I think you were lonely. I think that's why he's dating that loser. You're lonely. Oh, God, we be lonely. That's when we become desperate, yo. Be like, well, he does look like Johnny Depp when I'm drunk, so it'll work for now, you know? That's exactly how it be. That's funny. funny. Bless it. Was it like sober Johnny Depp, or was it like crazy Johnny Depp? Was it like Amber Heard divorced Johnny Depp, or was it like Pirates of the Caribbean Johnny Depp? That's funny. Was it What's Eating Gilbert Grape Johnny Depp? Oh, Lord. It's hot today, y'all. I think it's because I've gotten used to riding at night, so I done got spoiled. I feel like a little girl on her bicycle, you know? I guess I am. I need some shade, I'll tell you that much. I think I'm sore from the other day a little bit. I mean, 44 miles, you'd think, but unfortunately, I don't get sore like I used to. I do need a Philly cheesesteak. Oh, I'm never going back in that place. Let me tell y'all what the fuck happened. So one of those losers, it's a little gay boy up in there that I always tip. I've actually spoken about him before. I said he was really nice. I can tell that he's gay. I don't give a fuck that he's gay. It doesn't bother me. And fucking, I go in there. I'm respectful. I give these people a tip, even though I'm homeless. And then this fucker comes to my page spreading fucking hate. I forgot to tell you about that. The dude from Subway. These people are fucking insane around here. I've never been somewhere in my life where people were so certifiably fucking insane. The mental health problems that they have out here are so fucking severe. They need like 2 different fucking mental hospitals in this town for a town of 2,000 people. That's how bad it is. I'm so sick of just the same fucking fake ass motherfuckers. Damn, boy. You just shitted on your one opportunity. What a dumbass. Oh, and as I saw, he's also trying to start a little YouTube channel. Like I said, what an idiot. Damn. He likes makeup. What an idiot. So it just so happens I need somebody to do my makeup. I wonder how much publicity I could have brought to his channel by allowing him to do that for me. What a fucking idiot. Good luck with your YouTube channel, though. Good luck. Let's see if you make it. What do you got, 200 followers? I'm sure you'll do fine. Give it time. I mean, that channel has already been open for multiple years, but you'll get there. You'll get there. Don't ever ask for my fucking help, though. I love it. I love it. Imagine being respectful to everybody you come in contact with, except for the people that are disrespectful to you. And when you defend yourself, it gets turned around on you like you're the problem. Every time I've ever been in that Subway, not only have I tipped their staff, despite the fact that I'm homeless and broke every day, but I've been extremely nice and kind. And then this little gay boy that feels some type of way because I don't support the LGBT, because I live in rational, okay? He comes to my page and starts talking shit. how sad. You know, the saddest part is there's content out there of me saying, what a nice guy. He's going to make it. If anybody, he's the one that I said, if anybody makes it in this town and makes it out of this town, it'll be him. And look how fake and phony he is. And sir, that's why you're never going to make it. God's never going to bless you because you're fake. You don't deserve it. Because the people that's been good to you, you shit on. I love it. It's crazy. It's part of that new generation, so they don't really get it anyways. Y'all know how they are. They operate on feelings instead of facts. Yeah, I forgot to tell y'all about that. So sad. Oh, but I don't support the LGBTQ+. No, I don't support degeneracy and the mutilation of children. What anybody of age wants to do with their body is their fucking business, as I've always stated. Sad. I'm just glad that I didn't end up that dumb. I thought I got the shit into the stick for the first 30 years. Then I got sober. I hope you're having a great day. Lino, is that how you say that? I love that. Carreras? Hey, I tried. That was a good damn guess. You're cool. Hello. Hello, Lacey. Happy Thursday. Shit. You're gonna die. Shit. I forgot. Give me a minute. I gotta put my charger. That's what I needed. I forgot. Ah! Strawberry on a summer evening. I want strawberries and the summer feeling. I gotta charge you up, Buttercup. You gonna die on me. Don't you die. I'm about to give you mouth to mouth. Hold on. My breath is probably, it's probably not the time to save your life, if I'm being honest. I mean, unless you want me to. I can try. I might accidentally break some ribs on me because I am a violent, clumsy bitch. They'd be like, so what brings you into the ER? And I'm like, I don't know. She just passed out. And they're like, oh, it's heat exhaustion. But now she has a punctured lung, 4 cracked ribs, and a broken nose from where you gave her CPR. Like, I'm like, are you sure it was just a heat stroke? Because she wasn't moving at all. So exciting. Am I saving your life or am I potentially killing you? Are you sure you want CPR? Because I'll try. I've had them classes. I remember, actually, I went to multiple. They had them as part of the 4-H program when I was a kid. You could get certified at like 16, I think. Might be wrong. But, yeah, I remember the classes. I don't think I ever got certified. It's a series of classes. But through the 4-H program, you could take classes like that. I miss stuff like that. I wonder if they do. I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, this fucking place needs some youth camps. Y'all need youth programs. What the hell is going on out here? Dodgeball, softball, soccer. What we got? We got some balls laying around this thing. Mine. I'm joking. I mean, for real, what is going on around here? That's why they out here acting like this, because there's nothing for them to do. I see both sides. I'm not condoning this bad behavior that I've had to be subjected to, but at the same time, there ain't nothing here for them to do but get in trouble. Good morning, Kelly. I just think that you can support individuals. I support individuals. I don't support the mass. I don't support the whole group. I support individuals. Just like I supported that little boy over there at the Subway, but, you know, since he want to be Riley retarded, fuck him too. He can suck my dick. Apparently he likes to do that, so even better. I'm sick of it. Like, you know, if I didn't support or feel comfortable, I wouldn't go in there and spend my money and tip him. And matter of fact, there's videos of me saying, if anybody ever makes it out of this shithole, it'll probably be him. And then look at how he behaves. You won't make it out of here behaving like that, sir. But, you know, am I surprised? Absolutely not. That's how children act. That's what children do. His brain ain't even fully developed yet. Am I surprised? Nope. Would you believe it? You don't have to say you love me. Oh, hold on. Damn, that was a big bump. And across the street. Maybe if I stop smoking, I can breathe. Come on, y'all. Walk through fire for you. Come on, y'all. On that curb. Oh, grass, grass, grass. Would you believe it? The humidity. No more caffeine today. I've been chilling out. It's hot. It's the humidity. It feels like it's about to rain. It's like sticky as hell. It makes the air harder to breathe. What the hell? It says it's charging. You know what I think it is? I think a lot of these people in this town read the lies on bullshit, like online, the lies, the bullshit online, and they believe it. And then they come out here and try to interject themselves into my life, not getting the reaction that they were looking for, which has caused problems. It's crazy. This town is disgusting. Well, I'm trapped here now. So all you fuckers that want to get rid of me, it's your fault that I'm stuck here. Thank you. I love it. Proving my point that the reason I'm homeless is not even my fault. How dumb. How dumb. My little puppets. say? Can't believe that Verizon phone ain't working at all. Can't win. Ever. With quick fuse. I was dreaming of bigger things and I left my old life behind. No, absolutely not. Down, 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 down. Of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Lightning and the thunder. I'll hook this up. It's 100 damn degrees. Let's see what it is. It's the humidity, homie. Makes it so much worse. Let's see. It says 54, but and it says 90 degrees, but it feels so much hotter than that. So much hotter. Hold on. So sick of this shit, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Where did it go? People don't understand this bicycle is so heavy that it falls over the water, okay? The water. It's hot. It's too much going on. I can't get this shit hooked up. They truly don't make these bicycle things long enough. Oh, water. I'm gonna put this shit in my book bag because people creep me out. Did you see that shit? That's how it is around here. That's how it is. People see somebody happy and they just gotta damn try to fuck it up. Misery loves company. It's hot. And this will not charge. I think this cord is bad. I've been having a problem for like 2 weeks. 1 minute it'll charge if it's at a certain like angle, and then the next it won't. And I just bought it. Remember, they were like $15 each. Y'all went with me. It's charging, I think. Yeah, I dropped the bike. Sure did. Ooh, they got new trail mix. Hell yeah. I want 2 of those. I don't need that trail mix. I got that. And actually, I'm just going to get one of these because I've got trail mix. Oh, it's hot. They was nice. They was smiling at me. You never know. People are insane around here. There it goes again. It's not charging. Of course not. There's always some phone issue. Is this it? Where's the food? Trash, 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 trash. Tuna. Literally the only good thing on the whole shelf. The only thing that's real food, besides the trail mix. What a sad world. What'd you have for lunch? Raw tuna. Why? Because it was the only real food on the shelf. Hello. Oh. Yeah, that bike is heavy. It fell over. Damn it. I gotta go over there tonight. I'm dreading it. I just have other stuff to do, you know? Like, I have a whole life off the internet. It's just always other people's stuff inconveniencing me. Hey. Oh. Oh, look, I found your ex. It's a trash can. It's funny. They come in every form. Y'all, I should have washed my hair last night. It's okay. I'll do it tonight. Give me a second. I don't know why this phone ain't charging. I think it's too hot. It could be the cord. Let me change cords in a minute. I gotta get this phone out and cash out. So give me a minute.
Yes, please.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm not 100% sure. Give me just a second and I can rush.
No, you're good. Have a good day. Alright. Yo. Let me go in through his sometimes in these places. Hold on, give me a minute. God almighty. Let's get out of here. Please, God. Oh, God. I mean, if they're going to go on with their yapping, then okay, I'll eat. Never mind. Oh, watch that. So let's see if that cord does better because the other one is acting up. Can't never get nothing to charge in these elements. Although that wireless charger does work good, you just have to charge it properly. So we're gonna eat. I'm starving. There it goes again. Hold on one second. There we go. Oh, there we go. Is it charging? Yeah, it says it's charging. All right, we're gonna eat. So I got trail mix. It's the new tropical version. Looks like it's got coconut, cashews, mango, pineapple, and banana chips. So I just got tuna because it was the only healthy thing on the shelf. Y'all want to pray? Come, Lord Jesus, be our guest, and with this food let us be blessed. Amen. Thank God. Y'all, it's been a beautiful day. It's supposed to cool off this weekend, I think, a little bit. Today it's 90, even though it was supposed to only going to be 82. I just put water everywhere. That'll stay down there, but oh, I had tuna in here. I didn't know it. Looks like I got beef jerky too. No, I got trail mix. Oh man, I ain't got no scoop. No damn scoop. Damn it. I'm spilling it all on the damn floor. Come on. A little bit more. Listen. This ain't my first time without a scoop, okay? Just make do. Just be glad you got protein. Is my phone working? I can't see it. It's not charging it. I don't understand why. It's not charging it at all. After I get done eating, I'm gonna have to get off there. I might have to go buy. Oh God, the stress. I can't deal with no more stress. I'm down to one phone for recording. And this is why we have 3 phones. Because now I can't film anymore today. Because that phone is about to kick the bucket. And that's the only one that is working out of 3. This is why you have to have probably about 6 to 10 devices. Okay? Yes. So I might have to actually, when I get done taking out that warrant, I might actually have to go buy a new whole damn phone. I have no way to record if I don't have a phone. As it stands right now, this phone doesn't work, the Verizon phone doesn't work, and that one's about to kick the bucket. This is the reality of working from home. It's like extremely frustrating. I'm like, you know what I should do is wait and go into Verizon Wireless and explain the situation. Be like, hey, I'm in content creation, blah, 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 blah. Can you work out some deal for me? That's what I need to do. Cheers. It's a little thin, but it's okay. People in this town are really disturbed by other people's voices. I don't understand. I don't even be saying nothing wrong until you get up in my shit. And then when you get up in my shit, that's when it all goes bad. If you just leave me the fuck alone, we won't have no problems. I mean, you literally have a job. Why don't you go do it instead of being in my fucking mouth? Trash overflowing, parking lot trash everywhere. The inside of the store is complete disaster, and you're out here worried about what I'm doing. I have reason to believe that nobody makes it out of this crappy town because they're too busy worried about what other people are doing instead of their own damn lives. Just a theory. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Y'all, this thing is fucking up and I can't see. I gotta go. I'm sorry. Love you guys. I don't know what's going on.